Hello everyone, this is Introvert Shy Guy and welcome to my gameplay of Super Luigi Galaxy. Alright, so I just came back from my vacation to Canada and it actually went really well, so I'm actually glad that I came over and see my cousins again. We did a lot of fun stuff and everything. Everything turned out great, and now I'm back here and I'm ready to make more gameplays, I would say. So yeah, anyway, today is June the 26th, so yes, the day before the first presidential debate, which I'm kind of nervous about, but we'll get into that later. So right now, I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully I can make it into an hour and 30. It's not that early, unfortunately, because, I had some stuff to do and everything, and I also had to go to the bathroom before this, but other than that, I have about an hour, I would say, so hopefully it gets to an hour, but we'll see what happens, I would say. So yeah, anyway, so there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. First, we gotta go into politics, besides the United States. I'm talking about, obviously, the European Union election was just completed, and I have to say it so far went, I would say kind of good, a little bit, not entirely, but the thing is that at least that now the populist far right is still rising, which I'm actually very supportive of that, because obviously I want the European Union to be abolished, and the more discontent that is shown, the better things would be for Europe and the individual countries, I would say. So as you know, the far right made some gains. Of course, it didn't cut into the conservatives or the social democrats and stuff, but they got some gains to the point where it was a good show, I would say, because the thing is that Emmanuel Macron has now called for a snap parliamentary election, which is great because it looks like the far right is about to get into the French parliament. Now, of course, I don't support the far right in Paris, of course, unless they have maybe some policies that I might agree with. Maybe not everything, but other than that, I don't think I do. But the thing is that as long as Emmanuel Macron is severely weakened, that's actually a plus, because I'm obviously firmly opposed to him making France a vassal state to the U.S. empire. So the fact that he decided to call a snap election is kind of strange, considering that the opposition is polling really well. So it makes you wonder why is he doing this? Why couldn't he just keep the current parliament that actually stands right now? But either way, it is kind of happening and stuff. So hopefully, the opposition would gain support. Oh, I kind of fucked that up. Let's see if I'll make it. The reason why I actually did that was just so that I can do the thing, but I made it anyway, so I'm still good. Anyway. Yeah, we got to do this. So yeah, so the French election is looking pretty good so far. Hopefully, the centrist and center-left parties would lose support, and what would gain support is basically the parties that don't support France being a vassal state to the U.S. empire. So hopefully that happens, and then of course then you have obviously what happened in Belgium, you have the prime minister, the incumbent, lose his election. So after also him being a vassal state to the U.S. empire. So all in all, it was pretty good, though. I say the only thing that was bad that in the European Union was, unfortunately, that Claire Daly and Mick Wallace lost their election, which is unfortunate. But as I've said, I'd rather have Trump win this election than having these two re-elected, because obviously the presidential election is the most important. But it just goes to show that, yeah, the Irish, unfortunately, are just a bunch of hobbits. They basically just seek out foreign approval, and, they don't really give a damn about their sovereignty, and they don't speak up against the U.S. empire. They only, seek, approval from, the foreign press and everything, and they do whatever they say. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, so I see now that the Wiimote is asking for a battery change, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so basically just, it goes to show that I was right, that, excuse me, that the Irish are a bunch of hobbits, and it's unfortunate that they were suckered into by the mainstream media that only serves the deep state and the US empire and everything, so it doesn't give a damn about Irish sovereignty, it just wants whoever is good enough for the US empire that's not, like, very critical of it. I am aware that there is an independent right-wing candidate that was elected in Ireland, but as I said, I don't support the Irish, independence because they're mainly because they're not. If the guy that was elected is a hard Eurosceptic or something like that, and he calls out against the U.S. empire or the European Union, then okay, maybe then I'll basically move out from saying that the Irish are a bunch of hobbits to mostly that they're a bunch of hobbits, but. Other than that, I don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, I only support the hard right national, far right Irish candidates, such as the National Party or the Irish Freedom Party. I forgot what they're called, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, only these parties, not what was elected, because I feel like they're just all talk, but wouldn't do much in calling out the European Union or the US empire per se. So, but we'll see. And if that is the case, that they are, as what I want them to be, then I'll just say that the Irish are just mostly a bunch of hobbits. But yeah, there you go. I wasn't that upset because mainly the results were coming in very slow, so it didn't really happen immediately. So I still had I was still doing some stuff before I notice what happened, even though I was keeping track. But yeah, other than that, it's a shame. But like I said, I'd rather have Donald Trump reelected than having these candidates reelected, because I want Trump to destroy the U.S. empire, basically. So yeah. So next thing I want to talk about is now there is a United Kingdom general election, and I'm hoping that, that both the Conservative Party and the Labour Party don't gain enough votes to the point where it becomes a hung parliament. I know that Labour is going to gain votes, but hopefully they don't get a majority and it gets into a hung parliament. Or at the very least, some of the anti-establishment parties, like say the Reform, the UK Party, and of course the Workers' Party of Britain, gain some seats in parliament that would, to serve as an opposition in the parliament against the U.S. empire and the deep state and stuff and everything. But mainly the U.S. empire, because I know that both these candidates are for sovereignty. I don't really know. I mean, I've been researching much about the Reform Party and the Workers' Party, but I'm hearing about the Reform Party is pro-Zionist and everything. I really don't think, unless, because I know that, Nigel Farage is, a true, sovereignist, and I'd hope you'd be focusing more on, wait, what, that happens? Oh, because the gravity was, okay, never mind. No, I see how it worked, yeah. It's because it was focusing on going downwards, so yeah, of course that would happen. But anyway, yeah, so it's only the direction where the thing is, yeah. So, I'm hoping that, obviously some Reform Party and, Workers' Parties get in. I'm also hoping for the great George Galloway to win, re-election in his district, which I saw one poll saying that he's ahead, so hopefully that is the case, because if that is the case, then he would definitely be a huge thorn against the U.S. empire and, the globalists in the United Kingdom and everything, and the Zionists as well. So, hopefully he keeps his parliamentary seat. And I know that Nigel Farage would probably get his seat in Clacton, so this will be the first time he'd actually ever be into the politics in the United Kingdom, unlike say before where he was in the European Parliament. So that'd be really nice if that were to happen. So yeah, so I'll just say I'll basically just say don't vote for the Tories or Labor. Just vote for, you know, whatever like candidate that you're into, either Reform Party, Workers' Party, or whatever independent. Basically, of course, I also add don't vote for the Liberals as well, because like both these parties are like, you know, pro-U.S. empire, pro-European Union, that kind of thing. So I'm firmly opposed to that. So hopefully, you know, that is the case where both the Reform and Workers' Party would gain a lot of seats in their districts. So hopefully that would happen. There we go, got it. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, because like, you know, I really want this to happen so then the deep state and the US empire is severely weakened, basically. Because we all know that it's the US empire and its spooks that are supporting all the destruction around the world, from Palestine, you know, to causing wars in the Ukraine proxy war, and, you know, also against China and everything. So hopefully, you know, the anti-establishment populists would rise up, and like, you know, so then a revolution will happen in many of these countries, not just the United States, but other countries as well. But I would say the United States first, because after all, that is, you know, the source of all what is happening in this world, you know? Excuse me. Anyway. New galaxy showed up, I think it's in the engine room. Maybe it's a Bowser battle, who knows? Not really a Bowser battle, no, it's mainly gonna be a Bowser, it's gonna be with the octopus monster, whatever he's called. Yeah, discovered an enemy. Okay, yeah. So we'll do that. Get ourselves a Grand Star, and then move on to the next galaxy above. So yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for George Galloway and Nigel Farage to win their seats. I know there may be some criticism of probably both the Reform Party and the Workers' Party, but I think maybe they might be decent. Like I said, I haven't read up much about them, and of course not in the UK, so I don't really know much. But I guess maybe I just remembered. I just want to bring up a topic that I kind of regret saying. That you guys remember when I was for, you know, the Conservative Party back in the 2019 United Kingdom election. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. I literally thought that Boris Johnson would make the United Kingdom more sovereign and be against the U.S. empire, because he was a pro-Brexit conservative, and also when I looked into him, I thought, oh, this guy like probably knows what he's doing, and like he, you know, is maybe sympathetic to the cause of having the United Kingdom like be sovereign and not take in many immigrants and everything. But yeah, that wasn't the case, and especially also when his actions when he continued the Ukraine proxy war by falsifying, you know, the Ukrainian government, saying that, oh, you don't need to have a peace deal with Vladimir Putin, you could just continue the fight. So, and he was the main cause of that. So I basically take back with what I said about him, and you know, he was just not that good. So unfortunately, I kind of bought into that. But it was not all for naught, basically, because I was researched about him, and plus, like, you know, Carl Benjamin, you know, Sargon of Akkad, he heavily endorsed him, and he's also someone that I kind of respect and everything, you know, him being anti-war and, like, populist and all that. So I really thought maybe, you know, that like, you know, he'd be decent and stuff. And I also didn't want to support, like, Labour Party, even when it was run by Corbyn, because I thought it was just pro-woke, and, like, you know, would have installed political correctness, and, you know, basically, like, you know, it would be just a shit show for, you know, for all the far left policies that, you know, that Labour were introducing. And I'd say far left in the terms of, like I said, the woke politics, like, you know, saying that there are more than two genders and all that other crap. So, shit, I'm like messing up and everything. Hang on, I gotta keep track with where this thing is. Okay, it's right here. Yeah, it's like right behind it. Well, let's try again doing this. Yeah, hang on. Ah, oh, fuck. Come on, come on. Damn. Oh well. At least when I'm destroying these things, it'll make it, you know, easier to, I'll just probably go that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hang on. So yeah, so I was kind of duped with like what Boris Johnson was selling. I actually should have known that he actually also supported the Iraq War back then, you know, during like 2002, 2003 when the United Kingdom entered the Iraq War. So I should have known that he was probably not the politician to trust. But oh well, I mean, mistakes happen. Plus, I'm a United States voter, not a United Kingdom voter anyway, so I wouldn't really know much about like the politicians in the United Kingdom. So there's that. But other than that, I would say that now we have a true like pro Brexit, anti-European Union, like anti-war candidates. So I think now I would know what I'm talking about. But I mean, of course, because of that, what I'm just saying is. Basically, like, you know, there we go. Sit. All right. Yeah, I'll just skip this. Oh yeah, King Caliente, that's his name. Okay. Yeah, sorry I got that coin. Meant not to. Alright. Almost got it. Oh shit, now there's meteors, I forgot. Hang on. There we go. Got it. Becomes a lot harder when you have to stand on like sinking platforms and all. Oh, okay, it's all way over there. And also there's the fact that you gotta not touch the lava. There we go, got it. Oh, sorry. I was just readjusting the nunchuck. Now that we've recovered so many Grand Stars, the beacon is almost too... Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know why I'm reading this. I already did. Okay. I guess the next thing I'll do next is the Rosalina planet, which is just collecting purple coins, so I'll do that. Or have I already done that? Oh, no way I haven't, because it didn't. The thing wouldn't reach to where I need to go, right? I think so. Or maybe, I don't know, I can't remember. Oh no, yeah, okay. So now I can go to do that one mini challenge. I wasn't able to do that before because you need to get a power star in order to get the thing running, you know? But now it's running, so. Alright, let's do it. So, this is like where I came from, I guess. I guess I could read this, because I do like Rosalina, and I don't think I've read it before, you know? So let's read it. This planet, it's very dear to me. I looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that's been traveling with you may also grow up to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. I'm traveling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all this would happen. Yeah, of course this is the planet where, you know, she was raised on when she was a little girl before. Wow, yeah, Mom must really trust you. How about this? I collect the purple coins and I could use this to fly. This is like a free power star because the challenge, there is no dying or anything. Oh, alright, just adjusting this thing. Yeah, so that's what I'll just say here. I'll just say, don't vote for the Tories, Labor, the Liberal Democrats, the Greens. Like, you know, don't vote for these parties or Scottish Nationalist Party if you live in Scotland, because they're all pro-European Union. They're pro-U.S. empire. They're not for the United Kingdom's sovereignty. It's also sad what the United Kingdom has become. I actually watched a video from Bald and Bankrupt about what the United Kingdom has become, like, you know, how now there's like just desolation and everything because of, like, you know, all the outsourcing and all that. Like, kind of similar to what happened with the United States, you know? Okay, there are some enemies here. Interesting. But let's collect the ones that are on the ground. So, yeah, so it is sad what happened, but that's what happens when you vote, like, Conservative, Labor, Liberal, Democrat. They don't give a shit about you. You have to vote for the pro-sovereignist, you know, populist parties that actually do and want to and break the United Kingdom out from being a vassal state of the U.S. empire. And also the fact that when you had Tony Blair and Margaret Thatcher, they also contributed to the problem, also. Excuse me. Anyway, let's see.